is. Right. Nope. Damn it. That should be. Hello, Isaac. How you doing today? Likely won't be around much today. That's okay. We like that you're here already. Hello, Sam. How you doing? We're live. We just started up.
Hello, everybody.
Trying to get the angle right. Getting ready to be on vacation tomorrow. Very nice. Where are you going for vacation? You traveling anywhere fun? Getting a cottage on PEI. Very nice. That's Prince Edward Island, right? Very cool, very cool. Hope you have fun on your vacation. Nice shot. Bethany, glad to see you back. And Sam, this is not Tony, this is Jeff Lebeck, his younger brother. I'm filming for him. He's on the next aisle over. But I'll tell him you stop by. Tony. This is Tony, yeah. I told him you're here. So it looks like this team has 3 Gasharnas on the team. This is from what I can see so far. So. Yeah, not a problem. Anytime. Tony's doing TikTok over there on lanes 21 and 22, and I'm on 23, 24. Flip the camera. There is nothing behind me but a mirror. You want to flip the camera to see my face? Like, you You want me to do like a face reveal or something, or is that what you're asking? I can move the camera if you need me to. I suppose I can do a face reveal, but I gotta take this thing off the stand to do that. So hold on 1 second. So this is me. My name is Jeff Levesque, and Tony is right over there. So that's me. Now I gotta set this back up. So hold on 1 second as I angle this appropriately.
Get it!
There we go. Spud, how you doing? Michelle, how you doing? So we are at Boutwell's Bowling Center in Concord, New Hampshire. That's where we're at this morning. And we're going to be here for the majority of today. I'm going to try to straighten the camera out, but I don't know if I can, but it seems to be the best I can do. So this alley has 24 lanes, and we're on the last 2 lanes in the alley. This is lane 23, 24.
Which TikTok is that?
This is YouTube.
Oh, okay. Tony's?
Yeah. Yes, I do have red hair. That is true. I am a ginger. This is the last day of the world thing. Yes. So this is called Candlepin bowling. It's the best kind of bowling there is, and it can be found in Massachusetts, New Hampshire, Vermont, Maine, and Atlantic Canada, which would be New Brunswick and Nova Scotia. If you want to know a little bit about the sport, there is no oil in the lanes, and we get a 3rd ball per frame. The first one is still a strike, the second one is still a spare, the 3rd one is total pinfall only. And the Candlepin balls weigh between 2 pounds and 4 ounces to 2 pounds and 7 ounces. And the pins weigh 2 pounds, 8 ounces. Which does create a little bit of a challenge for us, but you know, that's what makes it fun. You said that last night you were going behind the scenes. I did go behind the scenes. But I'm going to be doing that, like behind where the pin setters are. I'm going to be doing that sometime this week. And me and Tony will be releasing a short about that shortly thereafter. Like a YouTube short on YouTube. So a lot of people ask on this channel, what would happen if you take a 10-pin bowling ball and run it down one of our lanes? What would happen? And the reason why I want to show you the pin setters is because I'm sure that would answer that question. But I will do that sometime this week. What is the price point for the balls? So usually league bowlers buy their own balls, and the design is basically different, and the weights can be different. They can be $200 to $400 depending on what you get.
Attaboy, attaboy.
They have different designs, they have different weights, and they also can be made out of urethane or rubber. But you know, when you get like professional rubber or something like that, it's going to be a more high performance ball. So that's probably going to be closer to $400 for the 4 balls. Well, you're getting 4 balls for the price of the 1 ball in 10 pin. So we get 4 balls. So because you roll down 3 balls per frame, you get the 4th ball to use on the next frame, and then the other 3 start coming back. So you use all 4 at the same time. And it's 2 pounds, 2 pounds, 2 pounds, 2 pounds, which is 8 pounds of bowling ball. How long has Candlepin bowling been going on? It started in the 1880s, and 10 pin started in the 1890s. Hello, the big Bryce. How you doing? That was a nice try. I'm going to check up on the scores right now and see what's going on. So it's 11 and 13. All right, so. Okay. So it looks like right now for the underrated team, right now Rob is at 44. And for Stars and Strikes, Cole is at 48 plus a ball. The next one down is V-Lob. I don't know who that one is. Either way. They're at 13, and B-Joe is at 19. Is this center made for Candlepin only? Yes, it is. This is so Candlepin is the normal kind of bowling around this area. In Massachusetts, New Hampshire, Vermont, and Maine, and Atlantic Canada, it's the normal kind of bowling. We do have 10-pin bowling, which we call big ball bowling, but it's few and far between. This is like the normal kind of bowling, and usually the whole center is just Candlepin bowling. Skeet, how you doing today? Glad to see you. Nope, this is very different than skee ball. This is candlepin bowling. Skee ball is a totally different thing. Because we have skee ball at the arcades, and it's not the same thing. So, I grew up with this kind of bowling all around me. Esteban, how you doing? Esteban Reyes Centillan. I hope I pronounced that right. Is scoring the same as bowling? It's slightly different. So we get a third ball in each frame. So the third ball is total pinfall only. The first is still a strike, the second is still a spare, but the third is total pinfall only. So if you end up getting a 10, it's a 10 with no mark. And that's what the difference is. Esteban, I hope you're doing well. If you don't understand me, I can speak un poquito de español. I guess you get a lot of people from Brazil watching, which is pretty cool too. So this is called Candlepin bowling, and it's the best kind of bowling in the world. And it's a very regional form of bowling that can be found in Massachusetts, New Hampshire, Vermont, Maine, and Atlantic Canada. There's no oil in the lanes. We get 3 balls per frame. The first one is still a strike. The second one is still a spare. Third one is total pinfall only. There's a lob line about 10 feet out from the lane. And if the ball connects with the lane after that, it is considered a foul ball, and it does not count. Do the balls offset weightings like traditional bowling balls? No. So the bowling balls can weigh anywhere between 2 pounds and 4 ounces to 2 pounds 7 ounces, and the pins are 2 pounds 8 ounces. That question I'm just not going to answer. Nice shot. Come on, spare it up. Let's do it. Oh. Would you say that the skill of regular bowling would translate to this? Not really, because like Scotty said, you don't hook or curve the ball into the pocket. We just do a hard straight ball. We throw the ball around like maybe 30 to 35 miles per hour on average. And a good average for this game is actually like 100. If you're a pro, you could have like an average of about 120. And if you have a 135 average, you're probably the best around. So when people come in and they're 10-pin bowlers, and they say like, oh, my average is like 260. Well, a 260 has never happened in Candlepin ever in the history. So The highest we've ever bowled is 245, and that's happened twice. And that was in 1986 and 2011. So the skill of regular bowling would not really work for this kind of game. So what we're trying to do is we're trying to hit the head pin straight on, but not too straight on. We're trying to hit it like a little bit off to the side of it, but we basically throw like a hard straight ball. And that is the tactic that we use. So the problem with hooking the ball into the pocket is that when you're using 10-pin bowling balls, and they're like, what, 8 pounds or 16 pounds or something like that? It's a big bowling ball that's probably like a foot in diameter. Well, the bowling balls here are only 4 inches in diameter. And so the pins are 12 inches apart each. So if you try to hook it into the pocket with a 4-inch ball, you could actually miss every pin. And then you'd miss your turn, you know? So it'd end up costing you more. So that's why doing a straight ball is actually better. Yeah, we have no oil on the lanes. So that wouldn't really work. Hello, Superstar Monkey. How you doing? You've bowled a 290 to 300 dozens of times. Don't think I could break 100 in Candlepin. Yeah, it's really tough to do 100 in Candlepin. But these guys that are bowling today are like the best bowlers like on the planet. So these guys are actually going to be able to break 100 like easy. I'm very, very happy right now that we have 268 people watching. That is very impressive to me. Gasharna's got some crazy speed out the hand. Yeah, he does. There's actually 3 different Garshanas on this team, which is kind of crazy to me, but it looks like it's a family. How many turns do you get? We get 3 balls per frame, and we're doing 2 frames at a time. So the first one is still strike, the second one is still spare, and the third one is total pinfall only. But yes, it is the same 10 frames, just like you would have in 10-pin bowling.
Hold it in, baby. You're bowling well.
A lot of this does actually line up with 10-pin bowling, except for the third ball and no hooking into the pocket, and the balls being way, 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 way smaller than 10-pin. Makes it for a more difficult game. But it's a very fun game to play, and I highly suggest if you ever get the chance to play it, I suggest you do. So doing it at an angle is not better in Candlepin, because the balls are 4 inches in diameter and the pins are 12 inches apart. So if you try to hook it into the pocket, you could miss every pin. That's why we don't do that. It's also possible that if you do that, you could actually just knock out the head pin and that'd be it. And that wouldn't help. That would be really bad. This is called Candlepin bowling, and it's the best kind of bowling that there is. We get 3 balls per frame. First one is still strike, second one is still spare, and the third one is total pinfall only. It's a really fun game. I highly suggest if you ever visit Boston, Massachusetts, I would highly recommend that you try to find a Candlepin place and try to come out and play it. It's a really fun game. And there's actually an episode of The Simpsons where Homer Simpson and the family comes to Boston and they try Candlepin for the first time. and they love it. All right, Mr. Hernandez. We have this in the Philippines, but the pin is still the same as regular pins. Yeah, so that would be called duck pin bowling. Duck pin is different than candlepin. So there is no candlepin in the Philippines. I'm sorry, but it's not the same thing. There's so many different forms of bowling. We have candlepin bowling, we have 10-pin bowling, we have Skittles, we have Keglin, I think it's called, which is 9-pin, and then we get duck pin and 5-pin. So there's 6 different kinds already. There might be more. But some of those are only available in certain areas, so we gotta go with what we got. Very happy. We have 252 people watching right now. And yeah, I heard that Marge Simpson died in one of the last episodes, but I have not seen that episode. So that really rots that they killed her off. That's really sad. I mean, I think Marge is a real trooper to be married to an idiot like Homer for all those years. Like everyone else, me and the buddies would catch a buzz, rent the lane in the common bowling place. This game looks like a lot more of a hoop. No, I don't think that the voice of Marge Simpson has died in real life. I think they just killed her on the show. Stumpy, how you doing? Ro, how you doing? Ro 26. So the balls are anywhere between 2 pounds and 4 ounces to 2 pounds 7 ounces. The house balls, which are the ones that the alley provides, those ones are going to be lighter in weight. So those are going to be like the 2 pounds 4 ounces. And if you buy your own balls, you can get up to 2.7. So those, when you buy your own balls, that's usually when they're 2.7. I'm good. I was talking to my friend today about your 10-pin bowling. Well, this is candlepin bowling. It's not 10-pin bowling. It's different. Is there a reason for the knock pins not getting cleared other than an advantage to knock more over? Yeah. So if a pin is knocked over that's still on the lane, we call it live wood, and we can use that wood to our advantage. But if it's in the gutter, it's called dead wood. So that's what the difference is. But we're not allowed to use dead wood, but we can use live wood. He said it was different. I showed him on YouTube today. All right, that's cool. Yes, this is bowling. This is definitely bowling. It's a different kind of bowling, but it's the best kind of bowling that there is. Kelly Dunn, nice to see you. And yes, today we're going to see a lot of strikes and a lot of spares. Because these bowlers are absolutely fantastic. Being in this being in this league right now, these are the best bowlers in the whole world for candlepin bowling.
50-50?
Well, Dodge, let me explain what this is. So for Dodge and Ghost Rider, so you guys can understand what this is. Majestic, I highly doubt you can beat these guys. This is called Candlepin bowling, and it's the best kind of bowling that there is. And there's no oil in the lanes. We get 3 balls per frame. First one is still a strike, second one is still a spare, third one is total pinfall only. The Candlepin balls weigh between 2 pounds 4 ounces, 2 pounds 7 ounces, whereas the pins are 2 pounds 8 ounces. A 300 is still a perfect game, but that's never been done in the history of Candlepin. Why are they setting it so fast? Because that is the tactic. The tactic here, instead of trying to hook the ball into the bucket, we do a straight hard ball. We try to get it for, we try to get like the side of the head pin. So we try to hit the head pin like straight on, but not too straight on. So if you do it a little bit off to the right or to the left, you can knock more pins down. It's not for weak people, but it's just more inclusive. So you can still bowl at 60 years old. You can still bowl at like probably 70 years old. You might want to retire around 80 years old. Yeah, these bowlers are really, really good. And I'm really impressed by them. Yeah, no problem, Gunnar. I try my best to do what I can to help it out and explain. Yeah, Ghost Rider. We are actually live every Tuesday and Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. On Tuesdays, we're bowling out of Academy Lanes in Haverhill, Massachusetts. And on Wednesdays, we're bowling out of Exeter Lanes in Exeter, New Hampshire. So if you could like the stream, subscribe, then we could actually, you can watch us every week.
50-50?
And the Tuesday and Wednesday schedule is just summertime. We do also have winter leagues, and usually what my brother does is he'll do Tuesday and Friday. This is what low test does to men. I don't know what that means. Thank you for liking and subscribing. We're very happy to have you. We look forward to have you watch us on Tuesdays. Ever bowled at the Central Square Lanes in East Boston? I've never bowled there myself. Yeah, so you can still bowl at the age of 80, and Mr. Miyagi is incredible. I love the Karate Kid movies. They're fantastic. I also watched all the Cobra Kai's too. A warm up mid game? I don't know about that. Yeah, this stream right here is a very special one with the best bowlers on the planet. Why isn't it scoring? What do you mean?
And give it to shots.
So they're keeping score. I can read the scores to you if you want. So if you get a strike, and for the other two, do you hit the black mat in the back? For the other two, like that guy did. I don't know why he threw more balls. I have no idea why he was doing that. Because I was too busy talking to you guys. I didn't see what happened. Yeah, I saw that. I don't know why he was doing that. Maybe something happened to the lane and he was just trying to like throw a ball to fix it. I'm not sure. I was talking to you guys, trying to explain what we're doing, and trying to get more subscribers because we love having you guys subscribe. Yeah, not a problem, Ghost Rider. We love having you. And we're going to continue streaming. We're going to be streaming here today, basically all day. What we're going to do is we're going to take intervals after the string is over. No, the lanes are not shorter. The lanes are just like a 10-pin bowling lane. So it's 60 feet long and 4 feet wide. So right now we are only on frame 6. But once we get to frame 10, then we're going to take a little break. Who's winning right now? So for total pinfall, we have 294 for the team on the left, and 283 for the one on the right. Can you add spin? You can add a spin, but trying to hook the ball into the pocket is not a good idea. We should get this in Scotland. Absolutely. What we need is a millionaire or a billionaire to invest money into Candlepin bowling and open up a lane somewhere else outside of New England. So you can add spin, but it's not a good tactic. Ghost Rider, if you ever want to come out to Boston, Massachusetts, you can play this, and it'll be fun. Are these balls heavy? They are not heavy. They weigh between 2 pounds 4 ounces to 2 pounds 7 ounces. And the pins are 2 pounds 8 ounces. So any normal, I would say, any normal adult would be able to just grip this with one hand. It fits in the palm of your hand. And you'd be able to just throw it down the lane. I cannot show you a ball because I'd have to go down and interrupt one of the bowlers, and I just can't do that. You want somebody to tell Elon Musk to go set up a bowling alley outside of New England? I don't know if he knows much about bowling. I'd run it for him, though, if he wanted me to. I would definitely run it for him and, make it successful. Because I know about the game and I could help people. Any age can play. You can play when you're 5 years old. You can play when you're an adult, all the way up to 80. Right now, we are in New Hampshire. We're in Concord, New Hampshire. Yeah, I think a ball got stuck in the machine, so they're just trying to look for it. We are at Boutwell's in Concord, New Hampshire. Nope, we have bowling shoes, and they are just the typical bowling shoes that you'd get in 10-pin. So the usual brand that we use for bowling shoes is called Dexter. So the winning team of this is going to get $12,000 plus a trophy. Very nice, Jesus. That's very cool. You just did open mic in Concord. Very nice. Yeah, we're at Boutwell's Bowling Center in Concord right now. So right now, Tony is actually like about 10 feet from me, and he's covering TikTok over on lanes 21 and 22. And I'm on 23 and 24. This alley is exclusive to Candlepin. Yes, there is no 10-pin that is done here. I'm going to move the camera a little bit. Tell Tony that Nate said hi. I will do that right now. So Tony says hi, Nate. What's the best triple so far? So I saw a triple yesterday. That was well, these aren't triples. These are just one. These are just one string with 5 bowlers. So the best triple that I've ever seen, I'm not really sure. But because the 245 has been hit before, Tony and I had a magic podcast a few years back. Yes, I know who you are, Nate. I know exactly who you are. You probably don't know who I am, but I know who you are. You're married to Danny. Yeah, so Nate, I know your wife. Yeah, you're married to Danny. I know who you are. I actually used to bowl with Danny back in the day when she was like 14 or something like that. My name is Jeff Lebeck. I'm Tony's younger brother. So Danny will probably remember me. I think her and I are friends on Facebook still. But yeah, my name is Jeff Lebeck, and I am Tony's younger brother. Okay, well, thank you for that. I'm glad that Danny talks highly of me because I literally haven't seen Danny in a very long time. All right, Ghost Rider, but thank you for stopping in, and we will see you later. Jurek, how you doing? We are in Concord, New Hampshire right now at Boutwell's Bowling Center. This bowling center right now is packed full of people. There's probably about 300 people here. What is the best team score? I don't know what the score is, but I know that Exeter Lanes is doing the best right now, and Penny Lanes is in second place. That was as of this morning. I don't know what the score is right now, but that could easily change very soon. So what's going to happen here is after the string is over, we're going to get a new set of bowlers, and we usually take a like a 5 or 10 minute interval after the string is done. Right now we're on frame 8. Right now, 7 and 8. So we still got a little bit of time. But I just want to give you guys a heads up that that'll be happening. That pin was dancing. That pin was dancing. Should have fell. Should have fell. Hello, Travis. How you doing? Lee, how you doing? So Nate, if you know of me, then I guess I'm glad you know of me.
I'm gonna take one whether I deserve it or not.
Nope. So Black Dragon, we have a place in Amesbury, Massachusetts, called Riverwalk Lanes. It used to be called Lafayette Lanes when I was a child, but now it is called Riverwalk Lanes, and we actually have a team here from Riverwalk Lanes, and they do pencil and paper scoring. Even here, I don't think it's automatic scoring. I think it's computerized, but you gotta like plug it in. Yeah, Riverwalk is where I used to play, but I used to play at Lafayette Lanes. Yeah, when I played at Lafayette Lanes, it was a long time ago. Probably like, what, 30 years ago? Yep, these are small bowling balls. This is called Candlepin bowling. It's the best kind of bowling that there is. What that guy just did is a half Worcester, but anyway. So this is Candlepin bowling. Setting up for church right now. Just popped in to say hi and wish all the teams good luck. Thank you, Rick. Love it. What's that?
Nice.
Yeah, I got 196 people watching. My name's Jeff.
Okay, Amanda.
Nice to meet you.
Are you right or the left?
I'm neither.
Oh, you're just here?
I'm just here. So this guy right here, the glasses,
Oh, yeah, Tony.
that's my brother.
Oh, great. I feel like I met you before.
Yes.
Okay, I feel like I met you.
I used to bowl at Lafayette Lanes back in the day.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Do you remember Lafayette Lanes?
I do. I was there when it was left. I was there with Chris Sargent. It was only for a brief time.
Well, my grandmother's sister used to.
No kidding.
Yeah.
That's great.
Very good.
Awesome.
Yeah. Terry Quinn is now like 94 years old, 95 years old. You know, he's going.
I hope I make it now. You sound like great.
Yeah, thank you. You can pick it out for the girls and go over here. All right, this is very cool. Thanks for all the explanations. So yeah, this is Candlepin bowling. It's the best kind of bowling that there is. Regional form of bowling that can be found in Massachusetts, New Hampshire, Vermont, Maine, and Atlantic Canada. There's no oil on the lanes. We get 3 balls per frame. The first one is still a strike, the second one is still a spare, the third one is total pinfall only. We got a lob line that's 10 feet up from the lane. And if the ball connects with the lane after that line, then it's considered a foul ball, and it doesn't really count. So that's basically it. The Candlepin balls weigh between 2 pounds and 4 ounces to 2 pounds 7 ounces, whereas the pins are 2 pounds 8 ounces. So the balls do not have finger holes; they just fit right in your hand. They fit right in the palm of your hand, and you can just you slide your foot forward on the bowling shoes, and then you just let it go, and there's arrows on the lane. And if you reach your arm up for the arrow, it usually goes right for the head pin. So this is a tournament for the World Championship. First place for the championship gets $12,000. Second place team gets $8,000. I'll read it all to you. Hold on 1 second here. All right, so first place is $12,000. Second place is $8,000. Third place is $5,000. Fourth place is $2,500. Fifth place is $2,000. And sixth place is $1,500, making a total of $31,000. Travis, you can totally come play. You just have to come visit Boston, Massachusetts. Fly into Boston Logan Airport, and then from there you can look up a Candlepin bowling alley. I would suggest you come in the summertime. The summertime is probably the better time to come because our winters get really, really, really cold. So I'm just trying to protect you from that really, really cold weather. And I hate the cold anyway, so. The stream has been really, really, really fantastic. Right now, Cole has 115, and he's on his last string, or last frame. Central lanes right outside of Logan Airport. Oh, perfect. Small balls. Yes, they are small balls. This is Candlepin bowling. It's the best kind of bowling that there is.
No, he didn't sell it.
The great thing about Candlepin bowling is that you can still do it when you're 80 years old.
I didn't sell it. I'm all good. I'm all the way down there. I want 11, 13 to 14. Because I did. Don't worry about it. It's not your money.
I'm not worried about that.
Yeah, you are. It's not your money.
Definitely not.
So this is a very regional form of bowling that can be found in Massachusetts, New Hampshire, Vermont, Maine, and Atlantic Canada. The Candlepin balls weigh between 2 pounds 4 ounces, 2 pounds 7 ounces, and the pins are 2 pounds 8 ounces. We get 3 balls per frame. The first one is still a strike, the second one is still a spare, and the third one is total pin only. So that is what Candlepin is all about. Just about everything else basically lines up with 10-pin bowling, except we don't have the 10-pound bowling balls. We just have the 2-pound bowling balls. You bowl with a ball in each hand. Well, you're only supposed to throw 1 ball at a time. So if you bowl with 2 balls at the same time, it's not going to count. There's no reason to double hand a Candlepin bowling ball because it is so small. Hello from Virginia. This is Roscoe from Virginia. This is Candlepin bowling. It's the best kind of bowling that there is. Glad to see you, buddy. Hope you're doing well. 117 average is really good. I've never played Skittles before, so I don't know about any of that. But that comment is not really appropriate, so we're just gonna exit that one. All right, so hello from Ohio. We'd love to try this. So there's actually a place in Ohio that has Candlepin bowling, but you have to rent out the entire alley for you to do it. So if you have like a birthday party or a wedding or something like that, you can rent out the entire alley and do Candlepin. This is not Candlepin. This is not Skittles. This is Candlepin. All right, so do that. So this is not Skittles. I've actually never played Skittles. Never played Skittles before in my life. Yep, so a 300 is still a perfect game, but it's never been done in the history of Candlepin. A 245 is the best that's ever been done. And that's happened twice. Once in 1986, and the other time was 2011. So if you can come do Candlepin and you can bowl a 246, you will have the world record of Candlepin bowling. It's actually easy to say that a perfect game for a 300 is actually impossible in this. I know that nothing is impossible, but because Candlepin bowling started in the 1880s and nobody's done a perfect game, so far it has not been possible. Will a perfect game happen at some point in life? Maybe. But I don't see it happening anytime soon. We are at the point where we're saying that a perfect game is just all marks. Why are the balls so small? Because this is Candlepin bowling. It's the best kind of bowling that there is. The balls weigh 2 pounds, 4 ounces, 2 pounds, 7 ounces. And the pins are 2 pounds, 8 ounces. There's no oil on the lanes. And we get 3 balls per frame. First one is still a strike, second is still a spare, the third is total big ball only. And I'm glad you're all here to watch this with me today. We are on the 9th and 10th frame, but we still have 2 bowlers left. So the next 2 bowlers that come up are going to be the last 2 for this string. And after that, we're going to take a 10-minute interval, but we're not going to do that right now. We're going to do that after these bowlers are done. Right now, the screen on the left has 501 pins, and the other one on the right has 468 pins. So the ones on the left are winning. That was a good shot. And you guys might notice that the guy on the left has a little bit of wood on his lane, a fallen pin. He's allowed to use that to his advantage if he would like to. So today there's 6 strings being bowled. We had 10 strings yesterday, and we have